what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Mr. Octagonal here from Octagonal Gaming, back with another NBA2K19 video. We will be doing our first spin the wheel of the year. If you're an OG, then you remember the spin the wheels back in 2K17. We didn't really do any in 2K18, so we're bringing it back today because today is a very special day. No, I'm not talking about Election Day. It is the start of the college basketball season. My Jayhawks are ranked #1 in the country. We're playing Michigan State tonight as part of the Champions Classic. Super excited. So what I did was I put each team in the top 25, the AP top 25, on a wheel. We spun it 10 times, and then we'd have to choose a player that went to that school, and we're going to see if that team can win a championship. So let's get right into it. Spin of the day, fellows. Hopefully we can get someone good. And we land on Kentucky. Let's go. I know who we can get. So I actually did a spin before Kentucky, and it landed on TCU. But no one from TCU is in the game. The only player in the NBA from TCU is Kenrich Williams, who is not in 2K19. So obviously for Kentucky, we're going to go with Anthony Davis because he's Anthony Davis. He's one of the best players in the NBA. We are getting ourselves a superstar. We can really do better than that first spin, as spin number 2 lands on Michigan. Okay, there's probably someone good from Michigan. There are not a lot of choices from Michigan who are actually super good. There are 9 players from Michigan currently in the NBA, but probably the best one on the list was either Tim Hardaway or Karis LeVert. They're both an 80 overall, so I chose LeVert because why not? Number 3, maybe we can get ourselves a point guard. North Carolina, they have to have someone who's pretty good. There are 13 players in the NBA who went to North Carolina. I figured there'd be someone really good, and there actually isn't. The best player currently in the NBA who went to UNC is Harrison Barnes of the Dallas Mavericks, so we're going to bring him onto the squad. The team is looking alright so far. Spin number 4, we land on Villanova. That's a pretty good one. I know there's someone who's decent. Like I talked earlier back in the Kentucky thing, I said that we did a spin first that landed on TCU, and there was nobody from TCU. Well, the same thing happened with Mississippi State. There's no one currently in the league from Mississippi State. But from Villanova, there are 8 players, and the best one is the point guard from the Toronto Raptors. That is Kyle Lowry. A lot of the players from Villanova are really young. Obviously, there were 4 taken in this year's draft, but Lowry is one of the few veterans. Alright, we're doing pretty good so far. Next spin, we land on... Oh, I wish it went on Duke, but Virginia's decent. There are only 4 players from the University of Virginia who are currently in the NBA, but the best one from the Milwaukee Bucks, former Rookie of the Year winner, Malcolm Brogdon. Spin number 6, the team's looking pretty good so far. Nevada? Who's from Nevada? There is only 1 player in the NBA who went to the University of Nevada, and that is JaVale McGee, the big man from the Los Angeles Lakers. Wish there was someone better from Nevada, but oh well. They do have the Martin twins in real life, so they'll be good. As Virginia Tech, who's in the NBA from them? The spin before Virginia Tech ended up being Auburn, but there's no one from Auburn. And there's only 1 player from Virginia Tech, and that is Dorian Finney-Smith. I could have sworn he went to Florida, and it turns out he did go to Florida, but he also went to Virginia Tech at one point in his college career, so I guess he counts. So Dorian Finney-Smith is now a member of the team. Okay, this is starting to go sour. As our next spin, we land on Michigan again. I mentioned the first time that I got Michigan that I chose between Karis LeVert and Tim Hardaway Jr., ultimately choosing LeVert, but now I can go with Tim Hardaway Jr. since he is the best player from Michigan who is not on our team yet. 2 more spins left. We need ourselves a superstar, and we land on UCLA, and they have a superstar. The choice for a player out of UCLA is very easy, as Russell Westbrook, one of the best players in the league, came from the University of California, Los Angeles. So Russell Westbrook, welcome to the team. Final spin. Let's land on Kansas. That's not Kansas. That's the Seminoles. There are only 3 players in the NBA from Florida State, them being Dwayne Bacon, Malik Beasley, and probably the best of the 3, and the one we will be going with, Jonathan Isaac, the 6th overall pick back in 2017. He has not been great so far in his young NBA career, but he has upside. Here's a look at the team for the season. Russell Westbrook, Tim Hardaway Jr., Harrison Barnes, Anthony Davis, and JaVale McGee. Off the bench, Kyle Lowry, Karis LeVert, Malcolm Brogdon, Jonathan Isaac, and Dorian Finney-Smith. Hopefully this team can do good. Westbrook and Davis will need to carry, so let's see if they can do it. We ended up going 66-16. I did not think we would do that good. I figured we maybe get 50 at most 55 wins. We are the 1 seed in the Eastern Conference, and we don't have the best record in the league. That goes to Golden State by 1 game. In the first round, we're taking on my Detroit Pistons. I would not be mad if we lost this series one bit. I'm kind of rooting for us, but at the same time, go Pistons. Pistons win Game 3, but we win Game 4, and we win Game 5 with the gentleman's sweep. And we're going to have to play Boston. Darn it, I was hoping it was the Nets. Oh well. The Warriors lost in the first round, though, to the Spurs, so that's cool. As we are dominating the Celtics. We swept them, and we're going to have to take on the Toronto Raptors in the conference finals. Fudge. And the 39-win Spurs are also in the Western Conference finals, so how about that? We win Game 3. We win Game 4. And we're in the NBA Finals taking on the Houston Rockets, who swept the Spurs. Can a team of the spin the wheel college basketball players beat the Houston Rockets? It's 1-1, 2-1, 2-2. Oh dear. Game 7, and we lose. Great. So here's a look at the final team. We were 1 win away from being crowned NBA champions. Anthony Davis, Russell Westbrook, Kyle Lowry, Harrison Barnes, Karis LeVert, Malcolm Brogdon, Tim Hardaway Jr., JaVale McGee, Jonathan Isaac, and Dorian Finney-Smith. So make sure to suggest ideas for future spin the wheels in the comment section below. I'm out. Peace.
Hey, man!